Well, it's Thursday night. It is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And you are in tune right now to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, but it might as well be renamed tonight the Floyd and Marvin Show.
Floyd and Marvin Show tonight. Look like that's what it's going to be. So y'all just bear with us.
Hey, it's just the two of us here tonight. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show live on Thursday night. It is October the 9th, 2025, and we are live and in color. Me and Floyd right here, as happy as a lark, as laid back as a grasshopper, and ready to join y'all for the next hour or so, talking about a whole lot of things, and really don't know what we're going to talk about.
Now, I'm going to interject something before we get into something real deep. If y'all will notice, imagine us sitting in an automobile. Me sitting in the passenger seat and Marvin driving. You see what he's doing now? You see what? Do just what he was doing, Marvin. Yeah, that's what he does when he's talking to me while he's driving down the road, being over the speed limit, running about 88 miles an hour. He's looking at me and talking instead of looking at the road. So it ain't. That's the way he is. So accept it like it is. I do the same thing. What I do, I put my seatbelt on good and tight. And I asked the good Lord, I said, Lord, please be with me. Psalms 91:11. Place your guardian angels around me because I'm going to need them.
I got a buddy that travels with me when I have to travel. You know what he says every time he gets in? He said, Lord, I've had a good life.
I had a good life. If it's time, Whatever.
Look at there. Cindy Joe met her. She said, we got the cream of the crop tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
No, them old boys help out a lot now. Me and old Marvin, we got to bear down tonight.
They out, but we got it tonight. We're going to take care of business here tonight. We want to welcome all of you joining us here tonight to Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show Live. We are live tonight at one studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, broadcasting live at The Rock tonight. The whole show, every bit of the show, the whole enchiladas coming live here from 100% Flamingo Boulevard, live all across the United States of America and in foreign countries where it is legal and illegal for us to send this broadcast. We're coming tonight, all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and loud and proud, and I see them popping in right now from the great state of Baker County, Georgia, and a great big welcome to all you fine folks over there. Hey, guys, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. If you do not subscribe to common sense, conservative principles, and Judeo-Christian values, you're probably at the wrong show. You probably
did the wrong show. Law and order. That's another one you need to put in there.
Law and order. Yeah, and just good old-fashioned values and common sense beliefs. If you don't subscribe to that, you are on the wrong channel. Let me give you 4 things that you'd be better off to do if you don't subscribe to that. Number 1, you will be better off to go to a Kamala Harris book signing. Go on and get you some of that. Or go to a bar and do some Jello shots with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Or, here's a good one. Instead of watching us, book you some tickets for a river dance show with Rosie O'Donnell in Ireland. Or just turn over to a Hakeem Jeffries podcast and watch that for the rest of the night. Because you will get much more enjoyment out of that than you will staying here with us, because we are who we are. We are conservative politically. We subscribe to common sense thinking, law and order, and conservative Judeo-Christian principles in our life. Now, if that lines up with you, don't turn the channel. Stay right where it is. Leave it here, and I promise you, you'll have a good time while you're here. Floyd, we on the big screen tonight.
Where we at, man?
Sold it this week. Got us on there. We are on it right now, coming across live here from Flamingo Boulevard. We are live tonight at Beatrice's.
Yeah.
Beatrice's. She is 107.1439.216 and 1/82nd of a 32nd inch in diagonal.
There's a word for it rather than what you say in diagonal. There's a geometry.
I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is, if anybody at school teaches that,
y'all put it up there.
Y'all put it up there, tell them what Marvin's trying to say. He's not getting his message across. But go ahead with what the Beatrice is. What is
Beatrice's blue cheese dressing mouthwash.
I've been around some folks. I think it's goggles with some of that.
Blue cheese mouthwash.
And I tell you something else. Long time ago, back when I was still single and had an automobile and all out and about, women would put on that perfume. It had some kind of perfume that they put on, and nice. I never dated anybody but nice looking women, and married the prettiest one in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But some kind of perfume they would have on it smelled like Black Flag roach killer. So I don't know if it was me or it was the body chemistry or whatever.
If it was a reaction between what you had on and she had on.
And I look at my wife and said, I got to get home and watch the Jackie Gleason show.
But anyway, Beatrice may have sold that cologne. Beatrice's blue cheese dressing mouthwash. Beatrice's boiled egg scented hairspray and deodorant.
She had the Black Flag roach killer hairspray. I guarantee you that's what it was.
That was it. That's where she got it from.
Ooh,
and Beatrice's burnt oil linen mint in Bluffton, Georgia. So,
that mercy, you in Bluffton, go by there and load up on some of that stuff.
Man, you take care of all of your body needs with Beatrice in Bluffton. Man.
And some of y'all folks out there may not ever smell burnt oil, but burnt oil, when you got it on your hand, and if you ever change oil in your own car, you know what I'm talking about. Or change oil in a tractor, you get it gets all up on your fingernail. It stays with you a while. It don't just leave. So that linen mint, apparently, if you rub it on, it stays with you a pretty good while. So whatever your ailment is, if you put it on a bad elbow or knee or hip joint or something.
Oh, what about your groin?
You can't put it on your groin. I don't know now. I don't know how long you're gonna be able to sit down if you put it on your groin.
Grandma used to take it. She'd get it from the service station, and she'd take it and like a fence, and she'd paint a fence with it.
With burnt oil?
Burnt oil. I've seen her paint a fence with burnt oil.
Not a wire fence.
No, wood fence. Wood fence.
That's preserving it.
Yeah.
I used to put burnt oil down when I'm digging a post hole, corner post, put them up, put some burnt oil down in there. You know what they do to you now? If they come on your farm and just saw you pour burnt oil, you life in the electric chair. Yeah. You'd be lucky to get out of prison before you die. But that's what but we did pour burnt oil down around the fence post, and it preserved it. Sure would.
Well, they do it when they castrate like hogs or cows?
They used to. They used to have put burnt oil on them.
Yeah, I bet castrating cow probably don't do that.
They don't use that no. He uses medicine now.
He got
it. But they put burnt oil. That's when the screw worms was real bad too.
Wow.
Anyway, that's a long time ago. Folks ain't interested in all that old time stuff. This is a new age.
We in the new age.
You get in the new age.
Hey man, we got them here from Arlington, Georgia. We got the Bryans from Bryan Hill in Baker County watching. Dynamite King's on live with us tonight.
I see Dynamite. Yeah, that Bryan bunch up there from Patmos.
Patmos, that's right. That's it. Patmos. Look right there. Green Font, Alabama.
Never heard of it.
Never have either. But hey, welcome y'all.
Yeah. Anybody tuned in tonight? Y'all chime in and tell us where.
Round Table, you know where that's at.
Round Table, Orange City,
Cuba, Georgia. Brooks Carter, one of our big fans, joining us here tonight. Richard Dick Tab watching live.
That's a legend.
I see it. Now I'm telling you. Eva, Alabama. Our buddy Brian Whitaker, you know him.
Yeah, I know him.
From there. Plum nearly. Man, we got them all over here tonight.
Y'all tuned in.
Willownook's live. I see that.
Yep. Baker County. That's all that's Baker County. You know Baker County is a good place to be.
Yeah.
There used to be an old saying. Seminole County, Baker County, and Miller County. I heard the old folks say this. I'd be, sitting around listening to them when I was a young boy, listening to them old men around the fish fry. They'd be talking, way back out, I said, if you could get through Seminole County without getting robbed, get through Miller County without getting shot, and get through Baker County without getting drunk, then you were pretty good. I mean, that's what they said. Y'all don't be hot breathing me about it now. I'm just repeating what I heard from the old folks.
Oh, man.
There may be some truth in that.
Hey, I mean it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. If they said it, I believe
it. It was, growing up here, my granddaddy tells stories about Baker County and Miller County. There was some characters that lived in these three counties.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, it's the old original Garden of Eden. Yeah. That's where folks are from. Yeah. This is where the creation began, right here. And the good Lord knows that He had to create some characters in these places. Simply just for survival purposes, mostly, Because there ain't no telling how many tight spots people have got out of by just talking their way out.
Oh, yeah.
But see, that's a lost art. See what you do now, if somebody pulls you over and you've been imbibing and running 80 miles an hour, instead of them talking to the policeman or whoever pulled them over, they're gonna be on the cell phone texting somebody. They're gonna be texting. They ain't gonna be texting their mom and dad. They're gonna be texting one of their buddies who ain't got no money, no how to try to get them out of jail. But see, brother.
What would you have been doing?
I'd have been engaging him. I have done it. That was a pro. That was a pro. If they could catch me. That was it. They had to catch you first.
You, because you could drive fast now.
Man, I can drive. Man, I can outrun the telephone call.
You got all that out of your system.
I go, man.
You ain't got no interest in that no more.
I still like to hear them crank up, though, man. Bill Disney got some old cars over there. He got them old race cars, them old 60s model race cars over there, them old big 427 Ford motor. You can crank one of them things, you can crank one of them up, and man, I'm gonna sit the hair on the back of my neck. And some of you boys out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Crank up that thing and got them open headers on it. You can grunt fish bait with it. There wouldn't be a fish bait left nowhere around. You crank that thing up, stand there. But anyway, that was the glory days. There ain't nobody interested in that old stuff no more like that. Everybody now, it's all new time, modern time. And you know another thing I was thinking about too is like when we was coming up, we didn't have no cell phone. We couldn't communicate. The only way we could communicate with one another is look them in the eye and talk to people.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get folks to do that now. They don't. And see when they text one another, text. But see, when you're talking to somebody, when you're communicating with somebody, so you're accentuating words and making symbols, and they know what the emphasis is on the words, is what the tone of your voice is to how serious you are about what you're talking about. You can't be serious now texting somebody.
Oh no,
you can't tell the story by texting somebody. Y'all get out there and throw the cell phones down and talk to one another, especially you young folks. Now, I see old folks too. These old folks are the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. Some old folks like me walking around with a stupid cell phone in their hand, texting one another back and forth. They know better. But they think they're gonna be cool with it.
Well, let me tell you what happened to me. I didn't know this. It's been several years ago. I was texting somebody, and I had left my all caps on, and so I just typed the whole message in all caps.
Oh, that's like you hollering.
Hollering out.
You were shouting out.
And I was like, if I was hollering, you'd know.
You know it. You can hear me.
Yeah, you'd be able to hear me.
And when you text, all you have to do is stick your head out the door. You can hear me.
Unreal, ain't it? Unreal. Hey, she just posted on there, gnawing on mullet backbones on Acock Creek.
Who is that?
Ziggy B.
I don't doubt it.
Hey, she's up there. You might as well go ahead and throw her ad up.
Man, of course, Ziggy B. Y'all know where she's at, right here in Cottonwood, Georgia, West Main Street. Right over there by that old big Ford dealership. You can't miss her. You see her, got a big old pretty sign just like that right there. Ziggy B Seafood Market and Steamer. Got all them good fresh seafood. Put some of them pictures up there, Marvin, of some of that seafood she's got there. Let me show you what she's got.
At that.
Look at that, boy. Look at them silly key oysters she got. Now, is that some clean? You ain't got to wash them oysters. You ain't got to worry about cleaning them, scrubbing them oysters. All you got to do is pop that knife in there and know how to pop that knife and open them boys up and put them on a soda cracker. With you some hot sauce and you can do some business. And look at them crab claws right there. That is Atlantic Ocean crab claws.
Look how clean and beautiful that is.
Yeah, all you got to do, and she'll steam them things.
Yeah.
Just anything she's got in there. Y'all go by there if y'all want you something good to eat. Let me tell you what, she'll cater to you now. She knows the fish business. She knows seafood left and right, top and bottom. Go by see her. You want you some good cedar key oysters, some good crab claws, crab legs. Go and mullet fish. I guarantee you something. Ain't a fresher mullet nowhere around.
Well, you heard her say they were eating the backbones, and man, I love mullet backbones.
That's the best thing on a mullet fish.
Oh,
is the backbone.
Except the rub.
Except that, you leave a little meat on them, leave a little flesh on them, you cut that backbone out of there. And the roe. Marvin's a big roe eater. He's a big mullet roe eater. I ain't all fond on mullet roe, but everybody to their own taste, ain't no problem. Y'all go see Ziggy B. Y'all know what she's got up there. We've talked about a time. She's been with us since we was on the air. She's dedicated. She's for real. And last weekend, I got that Low Country boy. Went there and got it from her. Let me tell you, she had them shrimp dialed in just right. A good sausage. It wasn't them old fillers, them old weenie sausages like it was real sausage. Good potatoes, good corn, the whole deal fit and eat. Y'all go see Ziggy B. Y'all know where she's at. Concord, Georgia, West Main Street, right there.
Man, they eating it on the creek this week. On the creek, eating them backbone. Man, I love me some mullet backbone. That's some good stuff right there. Hey, we've got y'all see what it's going on right there? That's dry land.
Dry land, Peter, putting them on top of the ground right there.
Man, I like it. That's Miller County.
That's Miller County. That's Mr. Ty Thorne. He put that on Facebook. I downloaded it and sent it to Marvin. That's dry land peanuts right there. And look at the peanuts on there. I'm gonna tell you what done that. I'm an old-time peanut farmer. I've lost several crops of peanuts due to drought and some other things. Drought, and then had them all plowed up one time. It rained 21 days almost. I done been down that trail that y'all farmers is on now. But that rain that we got in August, around the 1st of August, around the 10th of August, somewhere there where it rained 4 or 5 inches. Wayne Gucci said he got like 15 inches of that. That's where them peanuts come from right there. You can't put peanuts like that on a peanut crop with just center pivot irrigation. You can't put enough water on it. If you hadn't got some tap root water down in that subsoil moisture, you ain't gonna make them kind of peanuts right there.
What will that be right there?
Them peanuts right there do over 2 tons today.
Wow, on dry land.
On dry land. Yeah, will. It's over 2 tons.
Man.
They well over 2 tons. Because, and here's the thing about it, they've matured out. See, they all set a crop on that one time, and they all filled out. But I'm proud to see that right there. I've seen some good dry land peanuts. I went by some the other day. Young farmer here in Miller County, farm dry land, got a lot of dry land right on the Bellevue Road there, Bellevue Highway, out here, about 5 miles out of town. Dry land peanuts, the tops of them brown. They hadn't come out of the wilt in the last week or so. He plowed them boys up and made some peanuts on there, and I'm glad to see that. I hope and pray y'all can get them, because you need them.
Hey, y'all remind you here, this is the time for remind y'all pray for these farmers. They need our prayers. Amen. I mean, it's dry, and you're gonna see in the weather report at the end, and there ain't no rain in sight. I mean,
for the next week.
Yeah, the next week, and these farmers they're getting after it, and I've heard some really good yields on some peanuts. I've heard some really good yields and some really good soybeans out my way of the county. And
some cotton too. Some cotton. I saw some cotton yesterday, day before yesterday, up here on Highway 45 going out of Conway. If it don't do 3 bales to the acre, it's fooling me. That's good cotton, because it's been pretty all year. I saw this cotton back in August, July and August, and it was good cotton. And it was loaded up then, but he does a good job farming. He does a good job managing his crops and giving his crops what it needs. And that's what you have to do. If you're going to stay in the farming business now, you better be on your P's and Q's, and you're going to need to make a good crop.
Yeah, you got to make a good crop. It ain't like it was.
You can't over it. You can't over a disaster in 1 year like it used to.
I'm talking all the farmers need praying for.
All of them. And if y'all see them on the road out there, up and down the road on the equipment, I promise you, they don't want to be holding you up. They don't want to be in here. All they trying to do is get from one field to the next so they can get their crop harvested. Just dial it back a little bit, if you will. Just if you in such a hurry, maybe the good Lord is intended for you to slow down. Maybe He's intended for you not to be at a certain place at a certain time. So just think about it and say, Lord, I thank you. I thank you that I'm in a good automobile with the air conditioning blowing on me. I'm safe and sound. I got a good tank of gas in there and a good automobile. I think I'll just pull over a minute here and let this farmer go on to where he's going. He ain't going to be on the road very long. Let him go on to where he's going to go. I'm going to pull over here, and I'm just going to meditate for a little while. And I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to thank the good Lord for all the blessings He's done to me, rather than getting out there trying to pass him on a curve, trying to pass him on a yellow line or something like that, fussing and a cussing.
I've seen that. And let me tell you something else, too, that I came to this epiphany through just a relationship with the Lord. Sometimes the Lord can put those tractors in our way to slow us down, whereas if we had been running, we might have gotten a wreck. So we have to look at it like, I'm here providentially. I might as well make the best of it while I'm here.
I like that word you use. It's providential. It's an act of providence. It's an act of God.
It ain't an accident.
It ain't an accident. It's an act of providence.
That's it.
And if you read your Bible, you know what it is. But now, me and Marvin ain't going to preach to y'all the rest of the night. But we just laying that out there to you. Just so y'all know where we coming from and what we made out of. We are not going to sit here tonight and do like these Democrats do, especially these Democrat women. Have you noticed these Democrat women on TV? Politicians, these Democrat women politicians, they can cuss the most of anybody I've ever seen in my life. Marvin, I've been to juke joints. I've been to tractor pools. I've been to ball games. I've been to auctions. I've been to a lot of places where a lot of folks is congregated, and a lot of these places they folks have been imbibing. And I ain't never heard folks cuss. I've been to the fish fries, at night. Nothing but men. I ain't never heard folks cuss
like these liberal
like
women.
these white liberal. Well, the black ones too. The ones that Democrat politicians. They have to beep them. They put them on TV and they have to beep them, but you can read their lips. And there's a big old hefty woman in California. She's running for governor. Named what Katie somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
she's a honey.
Oh, can you imagine that woman being in charge of anything? Man, you talk about beep, 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 beep. They got to beep her out about every other word. And I ain't talking about son of a gun kind of word or son of a cinnamon roll. It's much worse than that.
Bad stuff.
It's bad stuff. What you know what that's a sign of? Straight, complete stupidity and ignorance.
Yeah.
If that's the best you can do, if that's the best at your vocabulary, y'all listen to us. Y'all been listening to us for 5 years on this show right here. Y'all ain't never heard one of us say words like they say, like they say on television, and getting out there with a crowd of people around them, and it beats all I ever seen. I don't know where they went to school.
And it's on broadcast.
Oh, it's on broadcast on TV. Well, Fox News shows it. ABC, CBS, none of them ain't gonna show it, but they show it. Man, please. I said, look, with all that cussing and fussing, you ain't not impressing anybody with any sense with all that cussing. Now you can impress a stupid person with that cussing.
It don't take much.
It takes nothing to impress a stupid person. So.
Did you see there? They had a surprise party for Rojo. Was yesterday her birthday?
She been celebrating her birthday for a week. She been celebrating her birthday for a week. Oh, there. This was yesterday. Day before yesterday was a real birthday. Happy birthday, Rojo. Yeah. Day before yesterday.
Hey, Rojo. By the way, I met some people that know you well. Sunday night, I had dinner with the mayor and his wife of Leesburg, Georgia. Said that she taught both of your young'uns and knows you well. She did not know your nickname was Rojo, but she does now, if you will.
She's renowned.
Yeah,
I mean, this has been going on since about 1969, 70, somewhere along in there with Rojo. So she's renowned, world renowned, and but she's been celebrating. But now, for last, her and 4 other widow women, single women, they went out somewhere to a wine and cheese party or something. And I said, what y'all talk about? What y'all talk about? You sipping on that wine, you know? She said, you don't need to know what we're talking about. I said, I can only imagine what y'all were talking about. She said, you do not need to know. You need to tend to your own business and you let us tend to ours.
So you think Rojo will tell you like it is?
She'll tell me like it is.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, speaking of somebody that will tell it like it is, here's our friend right here.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Schindler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Schindler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, your honor, I surrender, cause I know when I'm beat. Call Billy Schindler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and burn, shake his fist and holler, I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight.
Schindler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia, 229-524-1225. Our good friend and buddy, Billy Schindler, y'all give him a call for all your law needs. He is our lawman extraordinaire. Hey, Charlie sent me this picture. I know he ain't on tonight, but that was a beautiful rainbow over, and a double rainbow actually. Must have been over around Headland somewhere in that area where he lives. That's a pretty double rainbow right there over that swimming pool. Sure would. There was.
I hadn't seen a rainbow in a while. It's been a while since I've seen it. I already got rainbow recognition coming off that swimming pool now.
I doubt it. Yeah, that might have been, but I doubt it was coming off that swimming pool.
No, rainbow's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and that's God's promise.
Mm-hmm.
That's His promise.
Yep. Marvin, you need to call Shingler. ICE has picked up Charlie and Queasel. They done trying to deport Queasel and Charlie.
Oh man, you can't deport them. They got papers on them. I promise you, both of them rednecks got papers on them.
Yeah, they got papers. They wouldn't.
Trump ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, no. Speaking about Trump, I was watching the news before I came over to the Rock studio, and even the liberal news medias are having to praise him for this peace deal in Israel. And Laura Ingraham said, "I do believe," and I quote, "hell has frozen over."
They hate to do it. They really rather not do it. But sometimes they just have to report the news. Sometimes they just can't you can't survive on just propaganda, and that's what they've been surviving on, is straight total propaganda the whole time they've been in business. And but I hope it works. I don't know. I have an opinion on that deal, and I don't really trust the Palestinians. It is in their book, the Quran. It is in their book that they must lie to infidels, and that's what we all are, is infidels. So that's in their doctrine, and it's okay, and you must lie to infidels. So I hope Trump Trump's done got puffed up, if you will.
Yeah.
He done got puffed up about the peace deal, and he thinks he can solve all the world's problems. But if you solve a problem, you got to be negotiating with somebody who is a reasonable person. When you're trying to negotiate with unreasonable people, it's not going to work. So I hope he doesn't get in too deep into this thing right here with trusting the Palestinians and Muslims, because listen to me, Trump. If you're listening, anybody that's listening that can talk to Trump, tell Trump that they hate him. They do not love him.
Oh, yeah.
He is not the savior or the peacemaker to them. They ain't but one to them, and that's Muhammad. He's the only thing that matters on this planet. It ain't you, Trump. So you need to dial it back, if you will, Trump, and just settle in. If you get the Nobel Peace Prize, okay. And if you don't, ain't no big deal. It ain't worth nothing, no way, because they gave one to Barack Hussein Obama, which is totally meaningless. So don't think you're gonna hook on to a Nobel Peace Prize and it's gonna be a star in your crown, because it's not. So what you need to do is just listen to. You need to call us, Trump. You need to call me and Marvin and Charlie and Queasel. We need to have a powwow with you. You didn't listen to me the other morning when you sitting out here on the patio. But dial it back with him. But I appreciate that, and I pray to God above that what's left of the hostages will come home. It ain't gonna be it's not gonna be near as pretty as we think it's gonna be, because what those people have had to go through with savages, complete savages, were their captors. So pray for them, pray for their families. Hey Charlie, how you doing?
Good to have you.
Thank you. I ain't up. Somebody said on the creek bank eating mullet. No, I'm pulling peanuts right now. We ain't got no time to eat no mullet.
Well, you need to take time. You need to take time, man. The peanuts still be there. You got to eat to live.
Go back to that picture you showed of the rainbow. That was taken yesterday on a surprise pop-up rain that occurred in the southern part of Henry County.
Wow.
It just dumped. Yes, it just dumped one spot there and another spot over on the Dale Coffee County line. And there's one place where water's standing like I hadn't seen it stand for a long time. But yeah, just one of those surprise pop up rain.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't just a shower; it was a quick rain.
Yep.
And I agree. I agree with what Floyd B. Lloyd said because in the Bible it says there ain't gonna be no peace. Am I right or wrong,
You're right.
preacher?
That's
What you
it.
think, that preacher?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
Trump
wait,
ain't gonna cause peace.
No.
Trump is not going to create peace.
no.
He may think he is,
Yeah.
but he's not.
The only one that's going to create
If it,
peace, and it ain't going to be but for 3.5 years, that's the Antichrist.
Mhm.
And
Trump ain't the Antichrist.
no, but
That ain't it. He getting on my nerves a little bit, if you will. And I love Trump.
Oh,
Trump
I
does
know.
well,
so many good things that's unreal. But but you can't negotiate with them people.
did y'all announce something about Ag Expo being next week
uh-uh,
coming up?
uh-uh.
Clay Dale, who is Mr. Kubota over there in is it Boston, Georgia? Is that am I right on that? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He asked the question, are we coming to Sunbelt Expo next week? The answer is no.
No.
Uh, that for those who go, the Kubota bunch has got a special guest on Wednesday. Mr. Ross Chastain, driver of the #1 NASCAR car, will be there,
Mm,
greeting folks. I think he says from
yeah.
1 to 2 Wednesday. Now, here's something. This is
Mm.
for the folks over in Moultrie, Georgia. How stupid can y'all be as to have an Ag Expo all these years, right? And everybody is in the field. Let me tell you, there's peanuts coming up, there's cotton being picked, everything's going on, and y'all want to have a big Ag show for the farmer? Duh. How dumb can y'all get? Now think about it.
Well, but
Uh,
now they've been doing it how long?
They've been doing it 50 years
50
almost.
years, I
Yeah.
think.
but
I don't know why they
mostly,
do it in October, though.
Well, that's
but
when the crop
mostly,
Yeah.
mature. You can't do it in February because ain't nothing growing.
Yeah, because they pick
well,
over there, too, Charlie.
but most of the people that attend are school kids that they bus in
Yeah.
there.
A
That's
lot
where
of them. Yeah.
the numbers come from. I just maybe I'm wrong. Wayne Goocher, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't see Wayne Goocher. I can't see Dr. Perry Mobley and the folks that I know. I can list farmers from now till in the morning at 4 o'clock. I don't see them taking off. Say, oh, we got to go see what they're doing at the expo.
But I can tell you this. I can tell you this. If there's enough money involved, the Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show can be in the Kubota booth with the NASCAR driver if there's enough
We
greenbacks
Yeah.
involved.
So we ain't got no peanuts.
exactly
Yeah, I got
like 4 Kubota side by sides will get them a 10-year contract with us to come over
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Charlie,
Huh.
tell them about Sawega.
Hey, we're talking about some of the best beef you can wrap your lips around, if you will. We're talking about a lot of it being locally produced right here in the Southwest Georgia, Southeast Alabama, Northwest Florida area, processed right here at the Highway 27 location of Sawega Meat. That's between Blakely and Concord, of course. And you can get the best ribeye, the best filet, the best T-bone, sirloin, whatever cut you want, they'll cut it. However thick you want it, they'll cut it for you. They also have some great bacon, sausage, whether it be link sausage, patty sausage, smoked pork chops, all kind of great food and all kind of great rubs and sauces for you barbecue folks that enjoy firing up those green eggs, those Weber's, even the pellet grill folks. You got to have the right kind of rubs, you got to have the right kind of sauces, and you'll find it all at one place. The meat, the ingredients to go in with it, all the accessories at 1 or 2 places, let's say. The location in Georgia 27 between Colquitt and Blakely, and on Highway 431 in Headland. Now, the location also has a lot of great products from folks like Working Cows Dairy, cheeses, and of course, their great chocolate milk. You'll also find casseroles, that are ready to go in your oven in about an hour or so. Bring them out, and you've got a complete meal for your family. If you haven't tried them, what are you waiting for? Try them today. So we can eat Headland 431 and over between Blakely and Colquitt on US 27. See them this week.
I got out in the briar patch looking for some berries to pick. Couldn't see me my hand in front of my eyes, 'cause the gnats were so dang thick. So I hollered to my wife, bring me some Jeb juice quick. When I got the Jeb juice spraying and it's working its charm, them gnats said we surrender and headed back to the barn. So I went right back to picking them berries just to make me a pie. Oh, I'm talking about Jeb juice ever since the gnats said bye.
Well, I hope the gnats are getting to be about over.
Well, I like Jeb Juice doesn't run them out. You
That's
know, when we
it.
started advertising, think about this now, Charlie and Marvin. When we started advertising Jeb Juice, you couldn't go outside without the gnats toting you off.
Yep.
Okay,
Everywhere.
Jeb Juice is everywhere. He's got it in all these stores. He's got it all over the southeastern United States. Folks spraying that Jeb Juice spray around. What happened to the gnats? When's a gnat been in your face?
They're gone.
Jeb Juice, man.
Yep.
It's run them off. But now
Mhm.
you got to have the booster with the Jeb Juice. You got to keep spraying some.
Yeah.
When you spray some of that on you now, you ain't gonna smell like black flag
See it.
or roach killer.
Yeah, roach killer. Yeah.
Fly spray.
Talking about Trump and the Chicago deal with the, I hope that he wants to come to Alabama. I hope he wants to send the National Guard to Montgomery, to Birmingham, and maybe slide over there in y'all's country about Columbus, Georgia, and clean up some of these fools we've got around here that make our weekends a shooting gallery on the streets of Montgomery, Birmingham, Columbus, Georgia. Some of it goes on in Dothan. This deal's getting way out of hand, and it's time to bring and get something stopped. What's your it?
Oh yeah, it ought to done happen. Yeah, it done. But here's the deal right here. You can, I don't know about all you stopping when you drive by shootings and all that kind of stuff, but you can stop all these riots for these people. Somebody's paying them to do it. So them folks, you can look at them folks that's on there that's doing the rioting, and you know they ain't none of them got no job the way they look.
No.
They're the fattest, ugliest women I believe I've ever seen. The whitest, fattest, ugliest women I ever seen in my. Well, I think they women. Some of them may be men pretending to be women. Somebody's paying them to do that because they don't have no job to go to. Because nobody with any sense would hire them losers.
When you look at that crowd, Lloyd, see what you think about it. I think it'd be good if folks, if they're going to let it keep up, to invest in companies that make hair dye. I've seen that those ugly women you talking about, they got some of the ugliest colored hair I think I have ever seen in my life. I don't know how anybody could look in the mirror at themselves and say, hey, I'm ready to go out and meet the world today.
Don't you think it's for attention?
I don't know what it's for. It's surely they got the mirror. Surely these people have mirrors in their house. And all they got to do is look in the mirror and say, look at it. One, can you imagine what them folks look like waking up in the morning? Now, when they get out there on the streets, they done got their hair, all blued up and greened up and pinked up and all that. And they got that. But can you imagine being so ugly? So ugly, you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, and it scares you. It has to scare them, as ugly as they are.
Yeah.
But in the men's too, those fat men, they just totally losers. But anyway, but somebody's paying them to do all that, and if they stop the money, they can have that. But all this in drive-by shootings and all that now, it ain't it ain't the people that's doing it. It's the guns that's doing it, John.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Gun violence.
Hey, I got a response.
Go to the root of the problem. I hear that so often. Go to the root. I tell you what a root is. Root is Daddy ain't there.
Yep.
Daddy ain't at home. He ain't never been at home, and Mama don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your root is. And anybody want to argue with me on that, you're welcome to. If you can come up with a valid argument, I'll argue with you. No, I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, state facts to you.
Last Friday morning in Headland, Alabama, right there on 431 Green Tree Apartments, 19-year-old walked in, had some kind of a bully. He'd been bullied. I don't know all the details. I've heard all kind of stories. It don't matter what it is. A 19-year-old walks in and shoots and kills a 25-year-old and wounds the 25-year-old's daddy with a 40 caliber pistol.
Ooh,
What in the name of Pete does a 19-year-old have business with a 40 caliber pistol?
Where did he get it from?
Well, there's been a lot of pointed fingers at, and I agree with this to a certain extent. Meemaw, to make everybody happy, and y'all did the same thing over in Georgia. And I talked to our sheriffs around here, and they didn't like it from the get-go. Anybody can carry concealed weapon pistols in the state of Alabama and Georgia if you're a resident. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What does that do? That automatically, they put it on the news, and all the world is politicians wanting votes.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's my
opinion. Yeah. Used to, I had a pistol license. I had to get a license. I mean,
I did too.
You did too, Charlie.
I
got a pistol toting license. I still got it. It's expired. Done the same stupid thing in the state of Georgia. Same stupid. That's like giving dope addicts free dope in California. Free dope and free liquor. That's what they give homeless people in California.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
But thank goodness we ain't got much longer to deal with Meemaw over here. And maybe she'll take her old dusty self back to Camden, Alabama. And Tommy Tuberville is probably going to be the next governor of the state of Alabama.
I hope he is. I don't know who I would ain't no telling who I would go.
There's a towel head running.
Oh, yeah. Muslim running. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, we got a
in Georgia.
In Georgia, Democrat. Yep. Young Muslim woman.
Running for governor. And don't tell how many stupid people will vote for her. Don't tell him how many stupid people will vote for her.
Yep.
Well, if they're Democrat, they're pretty well stupid to start with, so anything could happen.
Exactly right.
Hey, guys, it's time for Southern Hissy Fits Trivia Time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by our good friends at Southern Hissy Fits on the Square in Concord. Embroidery, T-shirts, tumblers, logos, digital designs, whatever you need, go by and see Miss Vicky. She'll be glad to take care of it for you. And the winner tonight will receive a Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show licensed memorabilia. It might be a T-shirt. It might be a cap. It might be a mug.
I wish we could figure out what we're going to give, folks, or just not give them nothing.
She's got caps. She did some caps. We got them, so we're gonna be doing that. But anyway, here's our trivia question. It was sent in by our resident castrator, Mr. Carl Cressman. What is this tool? What is it used for?
Anybody in the cow business, you disqualified if you go.
Yeah, if you in the cow business,
we're gonna disqualify.
Well, now that ain't fair. I mean,
we're gonna disqualify. That's a gimme.
What is that tool right there used for? Some of y'all got. I know y'all. Some of you out there know it. I mean,
they do know.
That ain't in the cow business, though.
No, they don't. If you ain't in the cow business, you just about don't know what that is. But it'll get the job done. But it takes a human. AI will not operate that device.
Yeah. Look at that. Tim Moore said a dehorner. He's a cowman.
He's a cowman. He's disqualified. Nope.
Yep. Horn cutter. There, Bill Hornsby. They a cowman.
Cow folks, they out. They disqualified.
Stephanie Mock said a dehorner.
She's a cow girl.
A cow woman.
Good Lord.
Oh,
What did y'all expect when you put it up there
well,
to
I mean,
start with?
Cressman wanted us to put it up. And listen, he's a sponsor,
Yeah.
and so we put it up there. But yeah, that's a D Horner. So
that's what it is.
Yeah.
But Carl, the line of business that Carl's in,
Yeah.
he's in the cattle business and working cattle all the time. He's in the cattle business and he uses that thing in his operation, but he's got a sideline operation there with gender reassignment surgery. And with gender, Marvin's showing me something on the phone.
That come from Roger Buck Davis in Huntsville. He said it was a cutter, but not a horn cutter. Some other kind.
He's wrong. Yeah, Carl can use it as that device.
Yeah.
Listen to Carl.
Well, hey, since Carl sponsored it and all these cow folks was trying to win it, let's talk a little. Let's let them hear a little bit from Carl.
Tell him about.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with the plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny, and your daddy will never have to call you son.
All right. We talked about Rojo's birthday party, and there is one of the parties that Rojo had. Right there, there is her, looks like her daughter and son-in-law and two grandyoungins.
No, that ain't two.
Oh, no, that ain't grandyoungins. I'm sorry.
In the black dress, that's LaVon.
Yeah.
No, that ain't LaVon. That's the daughter there.
Yeah.
That's some of her kinfolks and all. Some of her son-in-law. Look at the son-in-law. Ain't got a big old scowl on that. Yeah. How'd you like to get tied up with him?
I ain't gonna fight him.
How'd you like to be back talking him? Huh?
No,
you don't want to see a woman or a man, do you?
Hey, happy month-long birthday to Rojo, right?
He's still partying.
Yeah.
I guess he's got some party going on tonight.
How old is Rojo?
I am not going to divulge that. You go out and get her on the phone for that one.
Oh,
you know better than that. A question like that, Mark.
I know.
You know better than that.
Look here, boys, if I have to leave y'all, understand I have been pulling peanuts all day, and my location has messed up the battery on my telephone. I don't know if y'all have ever done this, but I am about a half mile from the Chattahoochee River, and my phone keeps going between Eastern Standard Time and Central Time, and it has burned the battery slammed down in the phone today.
Lord have mercy. Hey, KWG Plumbing LLC, our good friend, our confidant, Mr. Wayne Garney. He's Alabama licensed. He's Georgia licensed. 229-220-6694. That's the number to call right there. And all your plumbing needs, commercial, industrial, residential, KWG Plumbing LLC. That's the number to call. And we got him on the phone. Mr. Garney, how you doing, brother?
All right, I got
Go ahead now. How you doing, Brother Garney?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. We got it fixed now. Man, I threw this.
Thank y'all for having me on another Thursday night. Been a good week, man. The new construction is sure picking up and the fish are biting. Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell us about these fish I got on here. The catfish and look like some brim there.
Yes, sir. We started out Wednesday real early. Went to work, got off early, made some money and got off and went fishing. Man, them things was biting good. I kind of had the fever, you might say, the fishing fever. Just sometimes you got that itch and you got to scratch it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, they weren't two boats on the whole lake down there. It was so peaceful and serene. I mean, it just recharged my battery and brought me back around. Made me realize how blessed I was.
That's some pretty fish. I know it was a peaceful time for you too. What's your?
You know, and sometimes it ain't all about the catch. It's just you got to recharge that battery. You got to have things in your life to keep you from going crazy, because this world is designed to tear us down. You know, it's tear us down. So we got to have things in our lives that can keep us sane. You know.
What's your?
It's been a good week. Thank y'all for having me. I really enjoyed being on the show and listening to y'all. Y'all kind of, you know, if you're down and out, just listen to this show or listen to a rewind of it, man. I guarantee you'll be smiling and happy. I promise.
What's your fishing or hunting plans this weekend?
Yes, sir. Of course, we got Friday Night Lights. It's my son's last home game this week, so with Friday Night Lights. And Saturday we may have some working, so we're probably going to be on the Flint River in Bainbridge.
Gotcha.
From where we live to the closest boat ramp in Bainbridge is 20 minutes, so I can be there in no time.
I got you. Yep.
Be on the river fishing. So.
Well, how about some words of wisdom before you go?
Yes, sir. And the fishermen out there that's listening, I hope there's some listening. They'll appreciate this. If you can go fishing, go, because you ain't gonna catch them sitting at the house.
I see it, my brother.
God
bless you. KWG Plumbing LLC, our friend, Mr. Wayne Garney. Mr. Wayne Garney, KWG Plumbing.
I didn't get a chance to post to get it to you or steal it from his Facebook page, but a buddy of mine, Robert Martin, did something this week he'd heard about all his life but never had tried it. And for some of you who live near a waterway, whether it be, a smaller creek or river, Choctahatchee River, Pea River, any number of rivers over there in southwest Georgia that are at just about all-time lows right now. We ain't talking about Chattahoochee or anything or the Flint, but folks Robert had heard all of his life the old timers talk about going to the creek, go and find a deep hole on the creek when the water was low, catching a mess of fish creek bank. So he thought he tried the fishing and went to I think the East Fork of the Choctahatchee River up near Newville is where I think he went. And he had the prettiest box of chinky pin brim and nice bass like that caught. And if you find a hole right now, you can walk across most of these rivers and creeks. You find a hole, you got a brim buster and a worm or a cricket, you can just about do some business.
I see it. That is it. Yep.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, proud about one of our new sponsors, brand new sponsors, Seminole Livestock Auction Sale Barn over in Dawsonville, Georgia, right north of Dawsonville, there on Highway 91. Place to sell your cattle or to go buy cattle. If you want to sell your cattle and get the top dollar for them right there and get paid with a good check when the sale's over with, take them there to Seminole Livestock Auction and see our good friend, Mr. Gerald Mock, right there. That he'll treat you right. He'll be glad to see you, and you'll be glad you done business with him, because he's going to treat you right and he's going to appreciate your business. We got him on the phone with us, and I think we're going to have a little bit of cattle update, price update, and the market report from Gerald. So, Gerald, good to have you with us tonight, man. You got some report for us on this cattle market.
Hey, I'm glad to be with y'all. Excited to talk to y'all this afternoon. Cattle market's still just crazy high. Had a really good run yesterday, 578 head. A lot more than we probably really expected right here in the middle of peanut harvest. The market just holding crazy high right on. Cow pairs still bringing up there the good ones, that is, in the $3,500, $3,800 a pair range. Middle 550 weight kind of steers in the 425 to 450 a pound range. Middle 6 weight steers up there in the $384 a pound range. We had a 250 pound steer calf yesterday, ranked I don't know, something like 705, 710, $1,700 for 250 pounds.
Good Lord.
It was just insane.
Gerald, let me ask you a question. Is this cattle market good? I know it's good for the people that are selling the cattle. what do you think is the future of the cattle market? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to stay the same? Is it going to get cheaper? Or do you know that question?
None of us know. We hear that question 10 times a day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers all across the whole country are shorter than they've ever been since they've been keeping up with it. Where they've got the Mexican border shut down because of the Supreme Court. I think, and the heifer retention has just been unreal. Cattle been bringing so much, and everybody's in such financial time they haven't sell all the cattle. The heifer retention's at all time low. I think something personally, I think something political has to happen for it to cheapen up. I don't know what that would be, and I really don't know what that means, but the supply and demand's going to stay here, I think, and I think the cattle market's going to be good for a while.
Well, here, let's look at it this way. Let's be objective about it and look at it from a perspective of gold prices. Gold prices are through the roof from what they've been. I mean, gold prices are $4,000 an ounce for gold. Okay, now I'm going to ask you this question right here now, and I know what the answer is going to be. Can you eat gold? No. You can't eat gold, but you can eat a cow. So you need to take this thing into perspective. Maybe cattle prices have been too cheap for a long time, Gerald. And
the margins are kind of still the same. Our operation, we buy cattle weekly. Sell cattle weekly. The margins are kind of the same now, or maybe even a little bit better than they were on a 300-pound steer bull calf cost. When he cost $700, and you were going to sell him for in the spring for $1,200. Now he costs $1,500. You have to sell him for $2,500. The margins are basically the same. We're just equal a lot more money.
A lot more money, yeah. I understand. Well, it's just like everything else. Nobody knows where the top is, and nobody knows where the bottom is. If we did, we'd all be rich. We'd all be rich. But anyway, thank you for that report, Gerald. We appreciate you being on. We appreciate your sponsorship. Hope we're doing you a good job. And listen to me, cowmen, if y'all want to sell you cows at a good place, sell them right there at Seminole Livestock Auction Company, 229-524-2305. Call up Gerald Knott, talk to him or anybody in the office there, and you'll be glad you did.
Man, oh man, that's some strong cattle market right there.
But you can't eat gold. Nobody can eat gold. You can eat a cow, but you can't eat gold.
I never seen nobody eat and digest a gold.
It's all about supply and demand.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Wholeheartedly with you. Man, oh man. Wow. Hey, Charlie, talking about something to eat, because I know we love to eat. Tell them about TK's.
I tell you what, there ain't no better place in Southwest Georgia, Southeast Alabama, and the Wiregrass to get something good to eat with some fine folks in there. That's TK's Bar and Grill, 571 North Cuthbert, north side of Colquitt, Georgia. Folks, they have got some of the best French fries you have ever put in your mouth, some of the best cabbage. The side dishes are just uh, I could brag and brag and brag, but you need to go there and you need to try it yourself. If you haven't been, you need to go. If you've been, you're already going back. TK's Bar and Grill. They got catfish. They've got delicious at lunch hamburger steak. They've got all kind of great side dishes to go along with it. They've got steak. They've got if you want just lunch, the place to go is TK's. Monday through Friday, they're open at lunch, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights, they're open in the evening time. And you won't find better onion rings, better French fries, hamburgers, steaks, seafood. It's all at one place. It's TK's Bar and Grill. Get over there, and I got to get back over there because I flat show enjoyed my lunch there not too long ago. TK's, Colquitt, Georgia. Check them out this week.
Hey guys, don't forget our friends at the Holster 9 and Phillips Auto Parts, a great place to do business. All your automobile parts needs, whatever it might be, gifts for the ladies, rabbit pellet grills, rabbit pellets, anything you need in the automobile repair line can be bought right there at Phillips Auto Parts. And then also you can go next door to the Holstered Nine. Man, what a gun shop. Handguns, long guns, shotguns, rifles, archery supplies, hunting supplies, ammunition, hunting clothes, gunsmithing, whatever you need done, it can be done right there at the Holstered Nine and Phillips Auto Parts. They are on Highway 27, right outside of Concord toward Bainbridge, with the two big American flags flying. You can't miss them. Go by and see them. Tell them you heard about them on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and let them know that you're a fan of ours and that you heard their ad here. And they might give you a discount or they might not, but it doesn't hurt to tell them. Phillips Auto Parts, the Holstered Nine, our proud sponsor here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. So, Charlie, tell us a little bit about, I know you said you've been working. How's the peanut hauling in Southeast Alabama going?
It's going good. In fact, I don't know about over. I do. I ride over there every week, and between Flat Creek Baptist Church and Kinsey, Alabama, and Kinsey, Alabama, Haleburg, Shorterville, the areas that I travel on a regular basis, I think I've seen, and I think Florida backed me up, some of the best dryland peanuts I have seen many years. In fact, there's some been turned up here the last 2 or 3 days. When I ride by them, I want to stop and just, you know, get out there and look and say, is it real from the road? And these farmers need it. They're not going to get a lot of money per pound, tonnage wise, for their crop, but the more they can make, the little bit more they'll get. And they need every dollar they can get right now. But there's some of the crops that were planted, peanuts were planted late, and there's still some spots. We need Goocher to talk about this. I think Goocher over there at Hentown got a lot of rain that Floyd and you didn't get, and Colquitt, and even down in Enterprise.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
That's correct. Yeah,
And
before you came on the show, Floyd had a picture, Charlie, here in Miller County, some dry land, and they got the peanuts at the right time. And Floyd, you said they're gonna make 2 tons.
They'll make 2 tons or more dry land peanuts because we got that big rain. You know, Gucci got 14, 15, 16 inches up here around Hentown. We got 5 or 6 inches down here, which is a big rain. It is a crop setting rain for
at
peanuts.
The perfect time.
Perfect time. What's making these peanuts?
Floyd, I have seen several places where I'm looking at dry land that if they do not pick 3 tons, it's going to surprise me.
Right.
3-ton dry land peanuts, and that's unheard of. We hadn't done that in a long time. But then again, there's some that ain't gonna make 1,500 pounds to the acre because they were planted at the wrong time, a little bit late, didn't catch some of the early rain that the other ones did, and just didn't have the opportunity. It was all in the timing. Do you agree?
I agree. Yeah. Some of these late peanuts, they boys planted some late peanuts this time. Not a whole lot of people, but some people did, and they're gonna miss out. They're not gonna make. They ain't gonna be worth picking. No. It ain't gonna be worth plowing up.
No, I've got some.
In farming, timing is very important. You get a crop planted timely, and you harvest timely. You're gonna be in better shape than people who fool around and plant late and drag around and can't do it.
You can't plant peanuts in July, can you?
No, you can plant them in July, but they ain't not going to make anything. What does it say? There's a time season?
Time to reap and a time to plant, a time to harvest.
Time to plant and a time to harvest.
While we're talking about that, let me say this. In hauling, I see it, and a lot of friends are driving some big equipment right now. The folks that watch us are 99.9% very sensible. Now, we got those few on Martha's Vineyard and a few Democrats that tune in to see what we're doing. But the folks that watch us, for the most part, are sensible, good-natured, good folks that will give the right of way to some of us that are hauling things, and cautious as they come around us and things like that, and drive responsibly. But let me tell y'all something. Monday, I did a good bit of, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, a good bit of hauling the day after that full harvest moon. And if you don't think a full moon has an effect on crazy as run over dog folks, let me tell you, you're missing out, because the day after the full moon, I probably had almost had 5 or 6 wrecks, folks coming around me and cutting right back in on me. And for those that 1% that's watching that don't give the right of way and think they can just run here and run there, if I'm driving a 1-ton truck with 24,000 pounds behind me, if you come around me, cut in front of me, and slam on your brakes, chances are your little Altima Nissan is going to be in your front seat. The trunk is going to be in your front seat. Folks just do not understand this equipment. Most folks that, like I said, watch us do, but other folks just think we can slam on brakes and stop on a dime, and it don't work that way. So
Mm,
please continue
that's
to be
right.
kind to us moving equipment around and hauling things, because this don't happen but what, maybe 2 months out of the year. And farmers only get one pay. They don't go on Friday and get a paycheck every Friday. Farmers, the people that put food on the table for you and put fiber where you can buy these clothes, they get paid once a year. Correct, Floyd?
Once a year, that's it. Harvest time.
Mhm.
Get paid at harvest.
Hey, speaking of getting paid, Berry
Oh yeah.
Hill Auctioneers, our friend, our confidant, Berry Hill Auctioneers. He is been with us since day one. He is going to be with us till day zero.
I hope.
I hope. And anyway, BerryHillAuctioneers.com. Check him out online. He is a good fella. We love him, and I know you would too. TC Berry Hill, sponsor of whatever Floyd decides to speak about next.
Floyd has been lax this week, if you will.
I got
Don't sometimes, Marvin, that you are ill prepared with your sermons.
Yeah.
Because you've had so much,
Yeah.
stacked up on you from time to time. I had to go to a funeral this week. And that's no excuse, but I really have not had time to sit down and let my creative juices flow. But I still have I got some reruns I'm gonna run past y'all. And you can't remember everything that Floyd says because he throws a lot at you at one time there. But I'm gonna go back. Y'all know I had a couple of segments. One week was about if you are a man over the age of 75, of things not to do, and if you are a woman over the age of 75, some things that you do not need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to 9, if you will, because ladies first. I'm gonna go back to 9. I'm gonna rerun some of these things that if you are a woman over the age of 75 that you do not need to do. Y'all gonna remember this one because this is where I got letters on this one right here. If you are a woman over the age of 75, do not wear a push-up bra because it is hard to push up mashed potatoes. What, they gonna light it up again? They gonna light it up. It is enough. Do not join a nudist colony because there's nothing more embarrassing than tripping over your own breast. I don't mean nothing bad. I'm just having fun with y'all. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun with y'all. I think I better do about one more and leave the women alone because it's only gonna get worse. Y'all know it's only gonna get worse. It may not be funny to y'all. It's funny to me. If you are a 75-year-old woman that is on oxygen, if you are going to smoke a cigarette or a joint, go outside to do it. That's all I got tonight. I'm done.
Oh,
Oh, the nudist colony. Now that one got it right there.
Man, please.
Oh.
and do you know personally, Floyd, anyone who has tried that smoking deal and blowed up a house? Is that what?
No, you can't do that.
Oh.
Oh, Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. Thank you, folks. Thank you for what you do for us, and the agricultural community could not survive without you. The folks at Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. I see something that is just really, it is what it is, boys. Zero probability of rain, right as it stands right now, all the way through next week, a whole week of it. Which right now, if you got your peanuts on top of the ground, you got dry land peanuts got on top of the ground, you're in good shape. Some folks gonna have to have another little shower before some of them come out of the ground. But cotton's being harvested, peanuts are being harvested, and you've got a whole week of wide open weather, a nice 76-degree high in the morning. After we dip down to 58 degrees at about a little after sunrise. That is fall coming in here for a little while. 54 low, and then we get back up into the 80s, but wide open weather for the harvest of peanuts, cotton, small grains, and all that the wiregrass survives on. That's something we often forget. Agriculture is our number one industry, whether you're on the east side or the west side of the Chattahoochee River. That's something we often forget, but that's number one. And we appreciate our farmers and what they do. Thank y'all for tuning in on Thursday nights. We appreciate y'all. Sorry I was a little bit late, but it is that time of the year, and you have to help out when you can. We appreciate y'all, and hope we made somebody smile tonight, and got some good information. And we appreciate y'all. Pray for our nation. Pray for our leaders, because my goodness, they need it on both sides of the aisle if they have ever needed it. With that, Floyd, it's yours.
Thank you, Charlie. Pleasure to be with y'all tonight. I hope y'all had as much fun as we do. We just kind of congregate once a week and we just have a conversation with one another. We enjoy one another's company. We love one another. We enjoy each other's company, and that's something that I see that's missing in society these days. We talked about a little bit earlier about the relationship that you have with other people, other than texting back and forth with each other. Talk to one another. Talk to your children. Talk to your grandchildren. They might be interested or they might not be interested, but you've got to show them that you're interested in them. And if it don't work, it don't work, but at least you will be trying it. Go fishing with them. Go hunting with them. Talk to them. Take a walk with them. Engage them. Tell them to put the cell phone down while we're talking. Just try it sometime and see how you get along with them. It's a different world than what I came up in, and really what Marvin and Charlie, the world they came up in. It's a different world, and I know we have to adjust to what's going on at the present time. But please just reflect on what I'm trying to tell you. Talk to your children. Talk to your grandchildren. I don't care if your children are 50 years old. Talk to them. Explain things to them. Tell them where they come from. I had a young man ask me the other day. He wanted me to help him find out about his family and I'm not even related to him, but I know about his family.
Mm.
And he asked me, he said, "You the only one that I know that might can tell me about my family." And I said, "I'd be glad to, man." I said, "I'll tell you what I know." And I'm gonna sit down with him and I'm gonna tell him. He said, "I want to know as much as you know," and that's what we need more of. It's explaining where you come from. You know where your beginnings are. Everybody's got a beginning. You got a beginning. I heard there one preacher ever funeral he ever preached. He preached about the dash. It was his sermon, the dash. But you got on the tombstone. You got a birth date, then you got a dash, and then you got a death date. He always says, "What do you do with the dash?" And that, without being boring to y'all, what do you do with your dash? So explain that to your kids and your grandkids and anybody that'll listen to you why you still have a chance. Good to be with y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all tuned in. We love y'all. Y'all check us out next week if you will.
Hey guys, thank you again. As always, we never take for granted. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. We thank Sawega Meat Company, Carl Cressman Custom Cattle Services, TK's Bar and Grill, Shingler Law, Ziggy B Seafood Market, Jeb Juice, Southern Hissy Fits, KWG Plumbing, Holstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts, Berry Hill Auctioneers, Kelly Crop Insurance, and Seminole Livestock, our fine sponsors here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. You know what I'm going to tell you? Sunday's coming. Go to church. Give the Lord his due. Our scripture this week says, "Fear the Lord, you his saints, for those who fear him will lack nothing." You know, the Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You can't have any wisdom until you learn how to have a reverent fear of the Lord. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we'll be right back here next week, same time, same place, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially if you are a man or a woman over 75 and you are at a nudist colony, be particular.
Particular.
Oh.
Good night, y'all.